Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to my investing channel. As usual, I'm your host Calvin, and before we get started, just got to put the little disclaimer out there. I am not a financial advisor or an expert, so please contact a financial advisor or an expert before you begin investing. So with that being said, today we're going to kind of dig deep into my challenge account, my $500 challenge account. So I missed last week, which was week 4, and this week was week 5. You can see that I'm at 640. I was down about $180 last week. I made a couple of questionable trades, and this week I made a couple of better trades, and I kind of got my count back to 640. I missed doing a video last week, and I just wanted to combine it with this week because last week was a long weekend, Valentine's Day, and I had a bunch of stuff planned, and I didn't really get some downtime to make this video. So with that being said, you can see last week I ended about 594. I traded some credit spreads for Mara. They didn't go the way I wanted. I closed them out a little early to prevent it from hitting the max loss, but basically I knew that Mara was going to go up. I didn't think it was going to double over the course of a week, and I didn't know the hype that was going to come with Elon announcing that Tesla was buying Bitcoin. With that being said, I've learned my lesson. I've kind of gone through it. I don't think I'll be opening spreads on any super volatile stocks that are related to news or the crypto market as much. So with that being said, we're done with Mara, RIOT. I'm not going to touch any of those sort of risky plays. I thought I charted it out. I thought I had a good understanding, but apparently I made some mistakes. So, I was down to about 594. This week I opened a couple of spreads, specifically Neo and Square. They're two of my favorite companies. My spreads were a little bit down, but they closed up out of the money. They gave me a little bit of scare right here when we had a big dip at the open, but they climbed back and they got me about, let's see, got me about $46 this week. Yeah, about $46 this week. So a little bit less than the normal 10% that I'm going for, but I decided to play it a little safer this week to kind of rebuild my account. With that being said, it's probably going to take me a week or two before I get back to the full 800, or maybe another week and a half, a week or 2 weeks before I get back to 800. It's going to take some time, but as I said, I'm not a person who's going to shy away from losses, and I wanted to really make a video being transparent and kind of noting my losses. So this week, I'm not exactly sure what I really want to play. I'm gonna take a look at Square again. They have earnings, so I may not play Square. Another stock I'm looking at is gonna be Pinterest. They've moved quite a lot recently, and I'm thinking about maybe doing a credit spread if I can find something relatively cheap. I was thinking maybe something along the 75 would be pretty nice. Well, something's wrong. The ratio is insane right here. Okay, so maybe Pinterest. I guess the options aren't really that rewarding. Let's see. Yeah, maybe I won't do Pinterest. The options really aren't that rewarding. I'm still gonna look back at Neo. Trading around 55. I have good support noted at about 52. So one option that I could do is going to be the 51 and 50.5. So I would sell this and I would buy this. That would be one option. The other option would be the 50. I think this one actually is a lot better with the risk to reward. You're getting about $9 for a risk of $50 in collateral. I think this is one that I may consider pulling off. If not, I'll do these two. But I think there's good support at about the 52 mark for Neo. So this is one option I'm considering. I could even be a little safer and move it down all the way here. The risk is still pretty solid, $6, which is 6 out of 50, which is be a 12% gain for the week. I may do a couple of these, probably two, or probably two, if I can get it to fill at 0.7, $14, 14%, not too bad. Another one I'm looking at is gonna be Tesla. I think Tesla has fallen quite a bit in the last month. It hit, the 870, had bad earnings, popped back up, and has just kind of been trending down ever so slightly. I'm thinking maybe we could do an iron condor with Tesla, and I'd probably do something like this, the 710, and then the call side I'd probably do something on the all-time high is about 880, maybe something right here. I can get this to fill, something like this. If I can get it to fill at $65, this would be something I'm strongly considering. It's about 12%, not a little bit above the 10% mark that I like to look for. So these are just a couple of spread plays that I'm looking at. I'm also going to be looking at a new strategy, which is called iron flies. They're basically iron condors, but a lot more narrow. So one of the ones that I'm looking at for an iron fly is going to be SPHD. You want to find a really low volatility ticker, right? And what you're going to do is, you see how it's at 39.5. You're going to sell that, and then you're going to buy, you're not going to sell the call. You're going to sell the call here, and you're going to buy the call here. And then for the put side, you do the same. You're going to sell the put here, and you're going to buy the put here, right? So I'm going to be trying to get it at 0.5 or 1. I'm going to try to get it at 0.6, and you're going to be getting $60 for a cloud of 100, right? So this is an iron fly. The risk is definitely significantly higher, but your reward is a lot higher. So this is a new strategy I'm going to be testing out. I'm probably not going to do this just because the risk is a little high, but I will be taking a look at this to try to do basically an iron condor, but it's more narrow. Basically, that's why it's called an iron fly. As long as this HPHD closes between 39 and 40, I'll keep the full 60, and after that, I take a small loss every dollar it goes. For the last week, this stock has not really moved. It's, hit the low of 39.44 and then hit the low of 39.5, but it hasn't really broken it. So the last month, it hit a low of 38.18 and a high of 39.79. So you can see that it doesn't really move a lot, and I'm betting this is a good strategy when you're trying to bank on whether something is going to move a lot or not. And I believe that this low volatility ETF could stay range bound between 39 and 40. So I might try an iron fly strategy. The risk to reward is extremely high. It's really good risk to reward, but the only thing is I don't know if the strategy would be the right one, but I am looking to play it for this upcoming week because it looks like we are going to be range bound for the rest of the month. So those are just a couple of my strategies for this challenge account. I am down $137 since week 3, so I'm down quite a bit, but I'm still up $140 on the year. So I started off at 500. I got to 777, and I got down to 594, and finally I'm back up to $640. So this week, my goal is going to be trying to boost that number back up to about 750, and then get the ball rolling again. So once again, this is what I plan on doing with my challenge account. I'm going to be trying to put in a couple of iron flies, which are basically narrow iron condors with a low volatility ticker. And then I'm going to be looking at a couple of big name companies, Tesla mainly, for maybe a condor. Neo for some credit put spreads, and that's going to be sort of my weekly game plan. So thank you guys for tuning in today, and if you could just show your support, scroll down, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. I really appreciate all the love I get from everyone, and I hope to see you guys around.